I've come to appreciate that as an artist, it's important to give your process the space it needs to breathe, that I need nurturing as a person in order to make art happen. We also need, as artists, to be nurturing of one another. New Harmony has been really radical in creating that space for us to do that.
I think it's like a really nice mix of interacting with people, seeing their work, and also having time to generate my own stuff. I've made friends. I've made new friends whose work I really like.
This process has been really interesting and cool because you find new people and meeting new artists that I feel like I've known forever. And I don't know if they're like-minded thinkers, but I think like-minded hearts. There's something about what you've made that they see themselves in.
New Harmony Project focuses on community in a really grounded, intentional way that lasts long beyond the boundaries of the conference itself.
Even though I feel like a pretty new writer or a pretty young writer, and I know there are people who are like really far down the line in their careers, I feel like everyone is kind of like an equal participant around the breakfast, lunch, and dinner table. So that's been really great.
Sometimes you do end up getting kind of siloed in your little workspace or in your little bubble, and just being sort of in community with each other, that feels really vital, and I'm so glad that the New Harmony Project is providing that, because that doesn't always happen in a day-to-day life of an artist, you know?
I actually have the time to kind of look up, say hi to people, say thank you for feeding us, have more talks with the dramaturgs.
We came in thinking, okay, we've got all these different parts of the project, and this part is pretty much done. But then when we brought it to Team Dramaturgy, it was like, oh, that's a great idea. Never mind, let's jump back in there and dig it apart.
People of marginalized identity, they often don't get that development period. And so having a space where they can just think about growing and imagining and making the production or the project as full as they possibly can, and not having to think about the production, is a theater going to pick it up, what the agents are going to say, but just having that space where they can just solely create and develop, I think is extremely important.
You know, the staff has really been, I can tell, very careful in wanting to make sure everybody's experience is really tended to. Like, you just don't often get that, that idea that a team of people are like making it their priority to make sure that you have what you need. There aren't enough organizations and enough ways in which artists are given, particularly theater artists, are given that type of value.
We feel really supported, especially by Lori and David, and it's such a treat to have people read your work and really think about it and care about it and bring you questions about it, especially when you're in that development process. It's very rare.
The barn is a place to come together at the end of the day and to acknowledge all the work that's been going on, either like at the conference or outside of the conference, to hear what everyone's working on, and also to hear people I admire and respect so much just like being in progress and being so openly in progress. And yeah, there's a really like loving atmosphere to the way people respond.
I feel lucky to sit every night and watch what people are brave enough to share, and how supportive everyone has been. There's so many different voices, genres, and styles all intersecting here, and that's been inspiring.
I think it's very easy for all of us, regardless of your industry, to get caught up in just doing without really stopping and reflecting on what you're doing, why, what you're saying, what you want to say. And being here and having the space and the time to really slow down, it's been really quite a wonderful learning experience, actually.
Right on.